Home salary is a hot topic of discussion and a sensitive one at that. But it's also a bit complicated. So on FYI today, we declutter that for you. I'm Sonal Mehrotra Kapoor, and over the next half an hour, I'll be telling you everything you need to know about your salary come April 2021. So first up, now the new wage code is coming into effect from April 2021, and under this code, amongst other things, the PF contribution we employees make could rise. As a result, right? Consider this a masterclass into understanding what the new wage code is and one of the key impacts it is going to have on your salary. So your C2C at the moment has about two basic components, right? One is your basic pay, and the other is your allowances. Your basic pay has something called a DA. It might have a retention allowance for some employees. Your allowances will have key things like your bonus. It will have the company's and your employer's contribution to your PF. And this is an area to watch out for because that could see a major hit as well. And then there are other allowances like your phone bills, like your car allowances, etc. Now, currently in the system, your PF and the contribution that you make is about 12% of your basic pay. Let me give you an example. Say your C2C, CTC is about 1,000 bucks. Currently in the system, you could adjust it to a way that your basic pay, say, comes down to about 400 rupees. You reduce it to try and get more tax benefits out of it, and the rest 600 goes in your allowances. Now, come the new wage code, your basic pay has to be about 50% of your CTC. That means it's not 400 anymore, it's going to be 500. And then that means your 12% PF is going to go up. Your employer will have to match that PF, and this contribution also goes up. This will obviously be tax-free, so there's a slight tax benefit over there. But that essentially means that your take-home salary of your C2C is going to come down. Questions, let me bring in our panel as well. We've got, for the employers and the employees as well, we've got Abhishek Ram. He is a CA, an economist, and a fellow member of the ICA and author as well. We also have Abhishek. Yeah. Let me bring in Abhishek Ram on that point as well. Abhishek, your first thoughts on how this is going to pan out?
Now, there are two things. One is take-home salary and another one is CTC. When you're after this wage code is implemented from 1st April 2021, then your basic pay will be increased because other things cannot go more than 50%. So if your CTC is not changed, this says that this doesn't include employer contribution to PF, but because your basic will increase, then employees' contribution to PF will also increase. And that's why it would be double impact on employee take-home salary. So it will be double negative impact. Second, one more important thing is HRA. Usually HRAs are kept 50% of the basics. And to get maximum benefits of house rent allowance. So HRA is in these 4 big cities is 50% exempt or deduction is available, and for others it is 40% exempt. So when your basic is increased and you have a limit for HRA, then you will be bound to reduce your HRA, and therefore your taxation will increase and your take home will reduce. So PF contribution will increase, gratuity provision will increase.
Taxation will increase, you're saying?
Pardon?
You're saying taxation will increase?
Yes, taxation will increase.
Explain that.
So once your HRA is reduced, so basic will be increased. Company is not going to change your basic, your CTC, and more of the provision will go for PF. Therefore, your tax deduction for HRA will reduce, and there are certain elements for which you were getting deductions or a reimbursement. that is also removed from the category of that is in the category of exclusions. So inclusion includes only basic pay, DNS allowance, and retaining allowance.
Okay.
Other things are, say for example, bonus, accommodations, overtime, commission, gratuity. These are kept. These are in exclusions. So these are not part of your salary. So these would be limited to 50%. And for example, if your overtime is limited to 50%, then your basic will increase. So if the pay structure is like that, if you work more, then you get more overtime, then that has to be also reduced. And if
Abhishek, a lot of hearts are sinking over here listening to all of this. This sounds like bad news for employees. Well, let me bring in Amitabh Dubey at this point. Let me take some viewer questions which are specific. I'll come to you, Abhishek, as well in just a moment. Abhishek, in fact, why don't you take this question? This has come from Mr. I.A. Jadeja. He says, what are the types of allowances which can be claimed as non-taxable under the new wage code?
So allowance which can be as non-taxable, that is a question of income tax. So that has nothing to do with wage code. Wage code simply restricts it to 50%. And with the exclusions, so all kind of allowance are excluded. Only DNS allowance and retention allowance are part of the whole amount for which 50% can be the maximum allowance. For taxability and non-taxability, you have to go for income tax. Second, on income tax also, you have two regimes. In the earlier regime, before till 31st March 2020, you were having some allowance and a higher tax rate. From 1st of April 2020, now you have second option, that you leave all the allowance and deductions and you go for the lower rate. So you must have opted for this year also.
In office spaces, I can tell you that. We'll come back and revisit this story once it actually gets closer to time, when it gets underway. Thank you so much for your time. To our viewers who've been watching and sending us all our questions, thanks for that as well. Keep